Hello and welcome to LeadMaster. In this video I'm going to show you how to import contacts and company names into LeadMaster from a spreadsheet. I'm going to use Microsoft Excel on a Mac, but if you use a different spreadsheet application or you're on a PC, that's fine. They all work pretty much the same. As you can see, I have a spreadsheet open with a list of my contacts. If you don't have your contacts in a spreadsheet, that's okay. You can probably export them from whatever application you use to keep track of contacts into a spreadsheet like this. In LeadMaster, you can import any data you want. It doesn't have to be the fields that I have here, first name, last name, email, etc. If you want to import data and you don't see a field for it in LeadMaster, all you need to do is create a custom form with the fields you want. To make it easier to match up the fields in your spreadsheet with the fields in the system, we suggest that you have the names of the fields, sometimes called the header fields, on the top row, and below that a separate row for each contact that you want to enter. Once you have your spreadsheet set up the way you want it, you're going to need to save the file. By default, it's going to want you to save it as an XLS file. If you scroll down in the Save dialog box, you're going to see an option that says CSV. That means comma delimited. This is the format you need for importing into LeadMaster. Select CSV and click Save. If you're using a Windows computer, you'll get a warning that Excel doesn't support everything in the CSV file format. That's okay. Go ahead and click Save. Now that the file is saved, it's time to import it into LeadMaster. Click on the Add New Records menu and then click on Import Records. This is the import wizard, and it will guide you through a 10-step import process. It's fast and easy. First, select your workgroup. This is the database your group is using. Chances are you'll only have access to one. Next, browse your computer to the file you want to import. When you find it, click Next. If you're importing the same file format often, for example, perhaps a file with new leads, you can create a template to speed up the import process. The template matches the first name in the system to the first name in the import file and does the same for the rest of the fields. That isn't the case here, so I'll just click Next. LeadMaster helps you keep track of marketing campaigns so you can do ROI analysis. If you have a marketing campaign that produced these records, you can select it now. Next, LeadMaster wants to know if the first row of your import file has a list of the field names. Ours does, so yes is correct. What we need to do now is map the fields from the spreadsheet to the fields in LeadMaster. One by one, select the import file field and the corresponding system field and click Add until you've matched up all the fields. We've got a few fields that don't have any matching fields in the system. No problem. We can import those to custom forms. Click Next. Select the custom form you'd like to import your data to. In this case, it's called Marketing Services Fields, and click Next. Just as you did with the system fields for the import file, match the import file with the custom form fields and click Next. LeadMaster lets you assign these records right away. If you know the sales rep or the partner rep these leads belong to, you can assign them right now. You can also send an email notification to let the reps know they have new leads. This question is asking you if you'd like to have all the contacts that work at the same company be imported into a single company record. In this example, I'm going to say no, so the system will create a unique record for each contact that is listed on the spreadsheet. Okay, you're ready to import. If you're planning on importing more files that have the exact same header, you might want to save your import template. This will shorten the time to import those additional contacts and records. Click Finish and the import will begin. Now your contacts have been imported, and assuming all fields were mapped correctly, this information should look fine. Nevertheless, you should examine a couple of your contacts just to make sure that everything went in correctly. To do that, click on the Home menu, then click Go in the Quick Search box. This will bring up the records that were entered most recently. Look at a couple of different records just to make sure your data came in the way you want. If you notice any problems, click Add New Records, then click View Imported Records and click on the back out link to undo the import and start over. That's all there is to getting your data into LeadMaster.